Hello and welcome to the spring semester at Nova University. My name is Melinda Prague and I'm going to be your professor for this course, Reading Supervision and Curriculum Development, or Reading 5271. I wanted to take this opportunity to give you a preview of our Blackboard course. So I've signed into Blackboard and I have clicked on my announcement page. Actually, you won't have to click on that announcement page because I have made that the default for this course. So every time you sign in, you will be taken directly to the announcement page. This is helpful because this is where I place any new information that you need to know or share new notices with you. So one of the first items that will be available to you January 1st is our welcome message. And hopefully you all know that our course begins officially on the 5th of January. So in this welcome area, I've described for you what this course will be like. And if you've taken a online course before, then you should be familiar with the format. But I suggest you read this anyway. One of the last things I ask you to do is watch the video, and if you're listening to me now, then you're doing exactly that. And this video is stored in the Getting Started area, and I've placed a link to that in the first announcement. Now I have one other announcement ready to go, and that is the announcement about our first chat, which will be in Blackboard Collaborate on the first day of our class, January 5th at 7 p.m. So prior to that, I want you to make sure that you know how to use Blackboard Collaborate, that you can get into this area, and that you can set it up. One of the requirements for using Blackboard Collaborate is having the latest version of Java installed. It's also helpful if you have a microphone, but at the very least so that you can listen, speakers, which almost every computer has these days, and most have built-in microphones as well. So let's begin our tour. So I'm going to start back up here at the home page, and this is actually here for your use to keep you on track, to tell you if something needs attention or if there are any alerts. And there's obviously nothing there yet. We've looked at the announcement page, and let's go to the Getting Started page. Again, a short welcome, what you should be doing before class begins. Watch the welcome video. Read the menu bar at the left, review and become familiar. Review the course dates, which we'll take a look at, and develop a plan to stay organized. Introduce yourself on the discussion board and take note of these chat dates. And again, here's where I will post this welcome video. So next area, and we'll go down the list, is the instructor content area. Well, now you get a chance to see who I am. You've got a link to my email, my Nova email, my cell phone. I'm not on campus like you. I'm doing this course online, but I am available to speak with you. Feel free to send me a text, an email, or a phone call. This is a little link to another introduction about me, so please take the time to do that. The next area is very important. It is your syllabus and your course textbook. By clicking here, and I'm going to say open a new tab, you will get our course syllabus. Now this course syllabus is created for you by Nova, and it is very important that you review the entire syllabus so that you understand what it is that you are responsible for. I have broken this down in Blackboard for you, so there should be no problem. This does describe your assignments along with the rubrics that will be used to grade them and how many points each assignment is worth. And I'm going to ask that you read this. It's foolish for me to read the 24 pages to you. I've also included the information about your textbook here as well to make life a little easier for you. it is important that you have the text for this course. Our next area is probably the most important area of the course, and this is course content. And you can see that I've broken it down for each week of the course. Now, I'm not going to go through every week now, that would be overwhelming, but I will review week 1 with you rather briefly. Now, I've put the dates, and our weeks begin on Mondays and end on Sundays. And in most instances, all assignments are due no later than that Sunday. So I'm going to open this week 1 in a new tab, and let's take a look. All the weeks are arranged in a very similar fashion. I'm going to turn that edit mode off so it looks the way it will look to you. And here we have a checklist. You need to be ready for Blackboard Collaborate, as I said. You're going to read chapters 1 and 2 in your text. You're going to post your introduction to the discussion board, review the suggested websites, watch the videos, and in this case, view a SlideShare presentation. So you can tell which items are websites. And again, as you're doing this, you're going to do as I do. Open the link in a new tab so you can review it. Open the link in a new tab and open the link in the new tab. I try to give you a little brief explanation of what this is about, each site. And I've tried to check that each site is still up and working. If you find something's not, please let me know. So you can see our first link is to the Literary Coaching Clearinghouse. These are all sites you might want to bookmark for future use. Our second site is from the International Reading Association, and I've taken you to the area with the standards for the Literacy and Reading Specialist Coach. And the third site is from the Reading Recovery Council of North America, also an excellent resource for you. So I'll close these out for now. We'll get back to our Blackboard. Now, I try to include some meaningful videos for you, and in this case, I have included 2. One on literacy coaching and one on balanced literacy. So in order to watch a presentation here, it's very simple. Again, I'm going to open it in a new tab. Takes you to YouTube, and the video will start to play. And again, you can save these videos for future use if you find them interesting and helpful. Hopefully you will. Now, I've included another website, but this is with some information for you on a wonderful website called Quizlet that hopefully you might use with your teachers, with your students. And what Quizlet does is there's nothing there, no predetermined curriculum, but it lets you build quizzes. So I've given you the link to that, and you can see we've got some things I put in on reading, some terms, just so you can see how this works. So you can click on flashcards, balanced literacy. Do I know it? I'm going to click to flip because I'm learning at this point. There we go. All right, I can go to the next one, holistic methods. Click to flip back. Okay, so I can look at all my cards. Very simple to create these cards for vocabulary, for learning facts, for anything at all that your students need to learn. Notice I can have different motions. I can have audio in my slides. And I can start with a term, or I can see both sides. I can shuffle these. I can click on Learn. And here it says to me, okay, what is this? If I don't know, I can give up. And then I type in the answer because this is going to help me learn. If I was doing spelling, I would have a
value added.
Okay, so not that we really need to know how to spell value added, but I would type that in here, or I could replay the
Value
audio.
added.
but this is a great way for students to practice spelling words. I can give myself a test, and it creates it for me just like that. Isn't that neat? I could print this test as well. I have a choice. When I'm doing these, do I want written, matching, multiple choice, true, false? I can make it all one or the other. How do I want to start with this? I can create a new test. I can play a game called Scatter. And here I've got to, it's kind of like a matching game, and I've got to drag the item, and I didn't know I was going to do that right, and see what happens. Now if I put it on the wrong one, it won't go there. As you can see, right one. So that's, and then of course, if you're really ambitious, you can play a race, and you've got to type in the corresponding terms as the words scroll. Not so easy, as you'll see. And you'd have to be typing in. So that is Quizlet. Fun. You can see that I've taken you to my area, and I've got, depending on the courses and the things that I use it for, a lot of different things set up. And you can join. You can create a class. I'll make a folder just for this class for you, but I encourage you to sign up. It's absolutely free, and play with it a little bit. Then I've placed our first PowerPoint in this area, and you can scroll through it. You can make it bigger, full screen version. Pressing escape takes you back to the smaller version. And that is your PowerPoint for chapter 1. Okay, so let me quickly, I'm running out of time here, go through some of our other things. So assignments. We're going to discuss this more in our chat, but this is the area where your assignments reside. And you will see that there are 4 major assignments for this class. And again, I'm going to discuss this first night in chat, but you may read through this in the meantime. We do have a discussion page, and here you'll see that you have guidelines. Please read them. You have 2 posts for week 1. I've said when you have to post by, but I asked you also to post early, at least by Wednesday of the week if possible, so everybody can have a chance to respond. You've got a calendar, which you may customize. Course messages, which are internal emails. So you only see these if you're within the course. So we have 2 ways to communicate, here and in email. But you need to check or you won't see them. A place for your grades. And pretty much that is everything you need to know to get started. So again, welcome. I look forward to speaking with you on January 5th. I hope you are enjoying your holiday time and are ready for the start of a wonderful new year. Take care and stay well.